Hey guys, welcome to the Shelly Show where we prosper together. I'm Shelly Elize, and today we're going to talk about how we can survive virtual school together. So, welcome to your virtual school survival guide. And truth be told, I actually did this video because I did this presentation for a Salt City Zoom night. I'll give you some more information on what Salt City is in a little while. So, let's go.
Welcome to the Shelly Show. Welcome to the Shelly Show.
Hi guys, so our virtual school survival guide is brought to you by Salt City of Life Worship Center. So honestly, these tips and pointers that I'm going to give you today is not a condensed list of things that we can do. If by any means you have some ideas, please share them with me because we need to prosper together. This is new to most of us, this virtual platform, and we need to do it together. And if you've noticed, I missed some days last week because I was still trying to get my schedule together. So yeah, but these are some things that worked for me, and by all means, use discernment on what will work for you. All right, so like I said, this is brought to you by Salt City of Life Worship Center, headed by Pastor Denzel and Lady Robin Rowe. So our mission is to foster meaningful relationships amongst young adults between the ages of 18 to 35 from different ethnicity and background to promote social, economic, and spiritual development. By all means, if you have any other questions, you want to connect with us, we have social gatherings, we do lots of fun stuff. So if you need more information on that, please feel free to email me and I'll get you connected with us. So let's get right into it. Number one is time management. Procrastination speaks to a lack of self discipline. We need to discipline ourselves, get up and get to school, get there. On this virtual platform, it's harder because we don't have to go physically to school. So we just need to sign in and log in and do our work. And there's really nobody to keep us accountable. And if you're in college, you would know that physically it's hard to even stay accountable. It's not like high school where your parents are always telling you, asking if you're doing your homework and schoolwork. Now you really have to be an adult. Worse now that you're on a virtual platform. But if you manage your time well, you burn out less often. And please remember that school is at the end all to all. You have a social life. You need to spend time with your family and friends. Your mental health is important. Extracurricular activities are important. So don't just focus everything around school. It is important. But at the end of the day, you need to know that you've lived your best life every single day. So manage your time, and we can do that. Number two, write things down. If you are like me, you need to write down your schedule and assignments because that's the only way that I will remember. And some person need planners. I do as well. So get one if you need a planner and set alarms for classes and reminders to assignments. Speaking from experience, I've missed a class, been late to a class, all because I did not have an alarm to remind me. I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, I had a class. 30 minutes later, I remember that I had a class. So keep these. If you're a kinesthetic learner as I am, you need to see these things, you write them down, see them constantly. Do that. And pointer, you should probably learn. If you did not, if you're a freshman and you're doing Counseling 100, it's important that you learn at the University of the Bahamas. You learn what type of learner you are. Okay, that's important. I'm a kinesthetic learner, so these things apply to me a lot. Number three, plan your day. Set up a morning routine and try to stick to it. When you wake up, you could plan to exercise, read devotions, have breakfast, whatever it is that you need to get your mind and body ready to conquer the day. To do that, okay? And write down things you need to accomplish and be realistic. Listen, it's super important that you be realistic with your goals because there are only 24 hours in a day and there's only so much you can do within that time span. So don't overwork yourself. As long as you go back to number one, managing your time, you're going to get so much done. Number four, create a learning space. The importance of this is that you feel like you're actually in school in a classroom. All right, so have a designated area to work, like your dining room table, etc., not your bed. Okay, 99% of the times you're going to fall asleep if you do your work in your bed because it's comfortable. And the point of your bed is to go sleep. So don't do it. And when you're in class, avoid distractions as much as possible. Limit your phone use, no television, and avoid eating big meals in class. Or, as I would put this, avoid making breakfast in class, especially if you have those early morning classes. This is where our previous point of planning your day comes into effect. That means you'll have to wake up extra early, set your routine, have your breakfast, exercise, mentally prepared to conquer the day. So instead, have light snacks nearby if you need to eat. Be sure that your lecturer knows you. All right, believe it or not, making sure the lecturer knows you can affect your grade. So instead of being just another name on the list with a muted mic and no video on, be sure to ask questions in class and take notes as much as you can. That way, if you were to have a question after class and you email the lecturer, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, that's Shelly. She always has something to say in class, 'cause she talks a lot." But yeah, just find a way to stand out in your class. Be you by all means. And here's a bonus: treat yourself. I love this part because you are not a robot. I understand that. And if you are in college, I'm so proud of you. You are making great big moves. And college is not for everyone. So if you're here, kudos to you. This takes a lot of discipline, a lot of work ethics, and a lot of you, a lot of your time. So when you accomplish a goal, give yourself a treat. If that's Netflix, gaming, or whatever it is, if it's like a nice ice cream or something, give yourself a treat. But if you didn't accomplish the goal, realistically, cut back on that treat. So there you have it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I hope and pray that you have a successful school year. We are prospering together. We're doing this together. So have a great one. By all means, leave your comments down below. Let me know some tips and tricks that are working for you. I need to know. I need to know. I need to know. I need to know. So peace and pineapple.